For centuries, they were the stuff of legend, fantastical stories in ancient texts about emperors and princes buried in suits made entirely of jade. For a long time, many debated if they had ever really existed. But in 1968, inside a forgotten Han Dynasty tomb at Mancheng, a team opened a chamber and saw something no one had seen for 2,000 years. The discovery proved the legends were true, but it also raised a deeper question. Why did ancient China's most powerful rulers encase their dead in this precious stone? The answer reveals a world obsessed with purity, protection, and the ultimate dream of living forever. To understand it, you have to see how the Han imagined death. They described a person as having two souls, one that ascends to the heavens and another that remains linked to the body. If the body could be preserved, kept pure, sealed, and protected, the person's fate in the next world could be secured. For millennia, jade wasn't just beautiful. It was believed to be incorruptible, a guardian stone that warded off decay and evil. That belief fueled an extraordinary craft, encasing the corpse itself in a second skin of jade. The best-known examples come from the tombs of Prince Liu Sheng and Princess Dou Wan. Each suit was a feat of engineering. Thousands of polished nephrite plaques, each drilled at the corners and sewn together with metal wire to form a full-body shell, head to toe, fingers to feet. Liu Sheng's suit alone used roughly 2,500 plaques and more than a kilogram of binding wire. The idea was simple and audacious. If the body could be sealed in the most durable stone on Earth, it might resist corruption and carry its occupants safely into eternity. These suits weren't one-offs. Since that first discovery in 1968, more than 20 have surfaced in tombs across China, proving a highly codified system of elite burial. Even the binding material signaled rank. The highest ranks used precious metal wire, others might use copper or silk. And at the far south in Guangzhou, the Nanyue King's suit was stitched with red silk instead of metal. Same idea, different tradition, showing how regional courts adapted the ideal of a jade body to their own customs. But a jade suit was never only about religion. It was the ultimate status symbol. Jade was rare, quarrying and transport were costly, and cutting thousands of plates to fit the human form demanded a small army of artisans. A single suit could take years of work. In the afterlife palace of a royal tomb, stocked with bronze vessels, lacquer, weapons, musicians, and servants in miniature, the jade suit was the centerpiece, proclaiming both cosmic protection and worldly power. Jade encasement sat within a broader toolkit of preservation. Plugs and amulets sealed the body's orifices. Cicada-shaped jades were placed in the mouth as symbols of rebirth. Layers of lacquered coffins and stone outer coffins formed nested defenses. To Han sensibilities, the whole assembly worked like ritual technology, each layer buffering the body's purity while signaling the deceased's rank and virtue. Of course, we know jade doesn't actually stop decay, but the suit still achieved something real. They made the dead immortal in another sense. They preserved names, titles, and identities in stone. They show us how an empire thought about the boundary between life and death, through craft, material science, and faith. So why did the ancient Chinese bury jade with the dead? Sometimes an entire suit of it. Because they believed jade could shield the body, stabilize the soul, and mediate a safe crossing into the next world. And because the very act of being encased in it proclaimed supreme status, an armor of eternity that only the elite could wear. Today, these suits, once doubted as legend, stand as proof of a civilization as highest hopes and its most breathtaking craftsmanship, a reminder of the lengths people will go to outlast time. If you enjoyed unraveling this ancient mystery, like the video and subscribe for more stories hidden in history.